So what I'm going to do now, and I'm anticipating the possibility that, a lot of people might watch this, you might not. I'm going to publish the VOD. Somebody might put it up on YouTube. Vlad might be watching this, and if he does, and if he reacts to it, I'm going to be very unfiltered and honest here. And obviously, I'm under no illusions at the reaction. The reaction will be negative. I know that. No matter what I say, I do hold out some hope that he can adhere to his desire and promise expressed multiple times to hold facts sacred and to admit when he is mistaken, as he said he will do many times. But the reason I'm pessimistic is because it does seem that I am not just being, lied about and et cetera, et cetera. Facts are being manipulated, but the nature of these accusations, non-accusations, is that they take, as I said at the start of the stream, and evolve. The form of them evolves every time. So every time I address one thing, it's like, I never said this. This was never the issue. There's this other issue and these other questions, and then I address those. It's like a game of whack-a-mole, and the problem never actually disappears. It, like, every time I cut off one head, 3 more heads appear in their place, but I will try to cut off all of the heads at once. And let me reiterate that all I'm really looking for is an honest admission that he is very, very deeply mistaken in his pursuit to demonstrate my persistent cheating in tournaments and in games. Of course, he is deeply mistaken. Let's be very specific about the non-insinuations. But these non-insinuations are based on claims, and he was asking me to be specific about the lies and manipulations, and this is not my official response yet, so I'll be a lot more thorough. But of course, the biggest lie is that I was looking off to the side, looking at a wall, and looking up, also looking at a wall, when in both cases, although I cannot guarantee, as I don't have footage from those days, that I never actually looked at the wall. I sometimes look around, or I can look off to the side while I'm calculating. And let me try to nip in the bud, because I'm sick and tired of the pontificating BS that's uttered in response to every common sense thing. I'm going to try to anticipate any counter arguments to the obvious things that I say and back them up when possible, so that people acting in good faith can see that I have the beef to back up what I'm saying. And I'm going to go starting soon often, guys, just to when I need to find stuff. Here's Vlad himself doing what every chess player does. And let me show you here, and looking off to the side while he calculates, which is, again, totally normal. And as Eric said in his reaction, I have a habit of not looking at the board in classical chess. I do that all the time. I've done that since I was a little kid. I just, I'm weird. You can label it many different ways, but I'm always darting my eyes around. I'm putting my hand in my hands. People think I'm sleeping at the board. It's just something I do because I find the board sometimes easier to visualize and get the juices of creativity flowing. And for the most part, to varying degrees, this is normal for all players. Watch. Just a second.
Это зачастую самое важное в блице. Так, ферзь c8. Ну, в принципе, можно отойти. Еще ед, слон d6.
Okay, but you can see the eyes are off to the side. I mean, the monitor's straight up, right? This monitor's straight.
ед, слон d6, de, ферзь взял на c4, взял на d6, взял на e6, и куда-то конь d4, считать надо.
Again,
считать.
have to calculate.
Взял на e6.
What? Wait, let's get that in slow motion.
Конь e6, ds.
Oh, he's saying moves as he's looking off to the side. Okay. I'm not going to be obnoxious and just fixate on obvious points. What can I anticipate the response to that being? Well, I can anticipate the response to that being my glances to the side occur, in their view, this is something I very strongly will dispute and will refute momentarily in its entirety. But I think the response is, well, these are very particular glances at one location, and you know what you mean. And these are like brief glances, like saccades, like brief eye saccades to the same location in seemingly critical moments. Okay, so let's say that that's your counter argument to this, and like this is clearly a case of just like visualizing the board. I'm not suggesting, by the way, that what Kramnik did there is weird cheating. I'm saying the opposite. Even looking off to the side at a non-monitor is normal, first of all. Second of all, that is not what I was doing in 95% of the cases that I was looking, that I was darting my eyes. I was actually still looking at the board. So this is a situation similar to bishop c8, where people thought that I played that move, which would be, I would say, a tiny bit peculiar, but still totally absurd to consider that evidence. But I didn't even play it. This is the same situation. If I looked 40 times at like a picture, okay, you could ask, like, do you do that most games? But I wasn't even looking at a picture. I was in fact still looking at the board, which is what makes this so deranged.